Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. We're going to talk about Biden's executive order on crypto today. Now, if you're part of Ninja Nation, you're a subscriber to this channel, this is not new to you because I did a video about a month ago telling you to prepare for this. We talked about taking your cryptocurrency off of your exchange and getting it onto a cold storage device. I suggest the Trezor Model T. I love that. I've used all types of different storage devices. I have a lot of them. Everything from ledgers to Trezors. I really like the functionality, how the buttons work, all that stuff. I'll put a link in the description below if you haven't gotten it yet. And as we get into this story, if what happened with Coinbase the other day doesn't scare the crap out of you, I get it. The narrative, they locked up Russian accounts, but just, they can do that to anybody. They've done it with XRP holders. They've done it with Bitcoin Cash holders. They've done this tons of times. As a matter of fact, because they don't actually own all of the crypto you think they do, they actually have derivatives on most of their stuff. They can just lock you up and tell you you can't buy anymore, you can only sell, or vice versa. It is absolutely, no, it's not vice versa. You can only sell, not buy. So my point being is, like Robinhood, get your money off that stuff. It is absolutely insane. It's all controlled by derivatives, backed by insurance policies. When they screw this system up one day, those insurance claims are going to be insane. All right, guys, so here we go. Biden just put out an executive order on cryptocurrencies. Here's everything that's in it. I'm going to link the article below. We're just going to briefly talk about that, and then we're going to talk about digital currencies and what I plan to do in the future. It says U.S. President Joe Biden signed an executive order on Wednesday calling for the government to examine the risks and benefits of cryptocurrencies. The measure focuses on 6 key areas: consumer protection, financial stability, illicit activity, U.S. competitiveness, financial inclusion, and responsible innovation. Just, they're going to hide a bunch of stuff behind the laws they build, okay, on this regulation. Because right there, the illicit activity is your key phrase. The Biden administration also wants to explore a digital version of the dollar. Well, Joe, I don't know if you realize this, but the digital dollar has been out for years, and it's already running on platforms going bank to bank that's been going on for years. So I know he knows this, but it's just really cool to be able to say something like that because most people go, oh, yeah, okay, we're going to go to a digital dollar. It's actually a really bad thing, guys, because it's going to include micro tax transactions or taxation, the ability to control. If you think the control with using Swift codes is insane, just wait until you see what's coming next, all right? Let's stop this. You can read this article yourself. Here's the facts. There's already a CBDC in America. We developed it years and years ago, and the rest of the world has already developed theirs or is working on it right now. The facts are, these are going to be run on a blockchain. Quite frankly, I personally believe it's going to be XRP. That's not financial advice or trading advice. That's why you see so much legal issues right now with the XRP blockchain and Ripple specifically, okay? I've been investing in XRP along with Bitcoin and Digibyte and a bunch of other tokens that I don't want to get into because there's so many schemes out there. It's crazy. But I've been invested in them for a long time. I purchased my first XRP at 2 cents. The day before it was half a penny. Wish I would have gotten it then. That would have been really nice. My point being is this. The world is changing rapidly, and they are going to move to a blockchain. The rest of the world, because of the US dollar dominance, for so long being able to export their inflation and buy whatever they want without any consequences, has been demanding that we move on to a truth machine, some type of ledger. I know it sounds crazy. These CBDCs are going to sit on top of a platform, a rail, which I believe is XRP. Could be wrong. Again, it's not trading advice. But what happens is you can't deny, because of the blockchain transactions, as these, imagine a blockchain like XRP being the rails. And then the train cars that run on those rails are the digital currencies. Well, you couldn't deny where money is going then around the world. And that's what the rest of the world is wanting. Now, inside those rail cars, the governments, of that central bank digital currency, they could hide all kinds of illicit activities. Don't get me wrong. And they're going to. They could also, hide inflation and all kinds of interesting things because that code is not auditable. All right. I was able to see part of the code back in 2017, and literally the part that was the inflationary portion, it was definitely blurred out. You can't see that kind of stuff, but you could see, the straight code for the digital currency. I don't know if that stuff's even available anymore. I'm sure it's not. But my point being is that there is a big shift. It's a power struggle. There's never been a better day to learn how to use a Trezor or a ledger. If that's what you prefer, that's totally fine. Some people prefer paper wallets. I do not like those. But I really think this is the time to get your stuff off of Coinbase before the next lawsuit happens or the next country invades another country and we got to start, checking stuff out. Some people ask me, well, how did Coinbase know that there were Russians, on the exchange? Well, it's because when they went through the KYC process, because Coinbase has accounts from all over the world, right? Because it's the largest, crypto exchange on the earth, I believe. When they go through the know your customer process, you have to give them identification, where you live and all that stuff. So it's easy to just shut them off. That's what's wrong with centralized exchanges, guys. That's why so many people are moving into uh, other technologies on the blockchain that keep it decentralized, the decentralized blockchain. That's why it's so darn important. That's why I've invested in Digibyte. Quite frankly, I believe it's one of the most amazingly put together blockchains in the world, and it's because it was done by a community. There's no head of the Digibyte, it's all community. I love that. And what's funny is most people judge their cryptocurrencies based off of their value. And that's going to end up biting a lot of people in the butt, because what you don't realize is there's all these like silver shiny objects all around you, and it's called advertising. And that's why some of these cryptocurrencies have exploded, is because they're able to get it out to the masses, or they use some funny meme, when in all reality you look at it and it ends up becoming vaporware. If you guys are in tech, you know what I'm talking about. Vaporware technically means just nothing. It's all show. So this shouldn't be a surprise to you. As I'm pointing out at my phone, in my pocket, this shouldn't be a surprise to you if you guys are on Ninja Nation. We knew there's going to be regulations. Do I expect a crash in the crypto markets? I do still, just because the stock market is so tied to crypto right now, because of the leverage that banks have just jumped in and leveraged the snot out of it, including crypto exchanges, centralized crypto exchanges. Um, so am I buying any more right now? I'm not personally. I'm just in cash waiting. Am I selling my crypto? Heck no, I'm not. Why? Because what if I'm wrong and it takes off on me, right? So I'm looking to add to my positions right now. So I'm waiting for weakness, all right? Do I believe that you're going to see crypto worth so much more in the future? Absolutely, but only certain projects, all right? And those are tried and true, similar to, like, I do believe you'll see XRP, Digibyte, and Bitcoin worth a lot more in the future. I think you're going to see a lot of cryptocurrencies that have been all flash the last couple of years that are now having a lot of problems because a lot of truth's coming out about them. I don't want to name any names because there's just so much of these stories, but a lot of them are not going to be around in the future. All right. So I hope you guys got something out of this. If you want more info on the digital currency, as it's coming out, we're going to start talking about what I'm going to be doing, because that digital currency, just is going to be rolled out during a time of crisis, and that should scare you. Trust me, it's going to come out as a time of crisis. There's a whole rollout plan as far as everybody's going to get free digital currency, and you're only going to be able to keep it or use it if you spend it within a certain amount of time, because you're doing your country a favor, blah, 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 blah. And what it's going to do is going to juice the markets, and it is going to get you hooked on a digital currency. You're going to think it's great until it's too late, cash is gone, and then you're like, what just happened? All right, guys, that being said, I hope you got something out of this. Thank you to everybody that shares these videos. The Economic Ninja is out.